Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Favour, and you're welcome back to another episode of the Pregnancy Diaries. So today I'm going to be talking about the delivery. So this is kind of a delivery vlog, like after all that struggle we have delivered. Okay, so this is, like I said, kind of a delivery vlog kind of thing. Before we get into that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit notification bell to get notifications when I post new videos. To my returning subscribers, I love you. You're welcome back as always. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
We prayed for you. Now here you are.
So, your girl have Rutula. Your girl has delivered. Like in Igbo, when they tell you, when they ask a woman that was pregnant or that is pregnant, basically if doing that you've gone through the pregnancy, if they ask you when you need to go, that means have you delivered? Basically, have you climbed down from your high horse? Oh God! What they used to call a pregnant woman in Igbo is agadi. And initially, I was always asking why they are agadi. But I've come to realize why they call a pregnant woman agadi, because when you're pregnant, you act like you're like an old woman. You, if the forgetfulness happens to you, like it does happen to me, it happens to old people. The way you walk, old people. It's like a bunch of things. So agadi. Okay, so let me not just talk about pregnancy. I'm talking about delivery today, because when I asked about when I asked you to ask me your pregnancy questions, I got a lot of questions about labor and delivery. So today I'm going to be giving you my experience on the delivery of my third baby. So this delivery, it started out the way it started, Sha. So let me start from the beginning. So I already started feeling contractions even from 28. Like I started feeling contractions every day from 28 weeks, from around 27, 28 weeks. I started feeling contractions every every day. At a point, sometimes it will be towards the end of the day. Maybe I chalked it up to uh, the stress. My body is under stress, so that's the way the body is just choosing to respond to the stress. At the point, I was like, anyway, I concluded a lot of things when I was going through the everyday contractions, the everyday Braxton Hicks, because that is what it actually was. They were not real contractions; they were just practice contractions, as they would call it, Braxton Hicks. So, but I just had that feeling from the first trimester. I had that feeling that this baby was going to come earlier, much earlier. So anytime I talk about it, they will be my mother will be like, I should not like set myself up for a heartbreak for breakfast when the baby does not come when I'm expecting the baby to come. But I just had that strong feeling that the baby was going to come really early. But I did not want like the preterm baby kind of things. I would always say, please don't come. As tired as I am, don't come before 36 weeks. I will manage 36 weeks, but don't come before 36 weeks. So, um, with the whole everyday Braxton Hicks, and then from 34 weeks, it stopped. The everyday Braxton Hicks stopped, and then to happen every few days, and then the intensity sort of increased. Like I some of them were a little painful than it usually would be. And this is the first time I've actually experienced Braxton Hicks with the three pregnancies. The first pregnancy, second pregnancy, nothing. With this one, I was like, this is different. But anyway, so at 34 weeks, like I said, it slowed down, but the intensity sort of increased. And then at 36 weeks, at 36 weeks, at 35 weeks, I started feeling extreme pressure at my pelvis, where they call your pelvis now. I started feeling extreme pressure of the baby. Yes, you would feel the pressure because the baby is already bearing down, getting ready for delivery. But this pressure was like very, very, very unusual. It was that kind of pressure that I would feel few days to delivery. So I was like, please, that was when I even increased the prayer of, please, so it's not time yet, don't come out. I'm tired, but don't come out. And then at 37 weeks, and the crazy thing is, I am that kind of person that likes to do things ahead of time. Like, I hate things catching me unawares. So I would try to anything I am able to do, anything I know that I can do, not to be caught unawares, I will do it, except the ones I cannot help. So, but with this pregnancy, I was putting off a lot of things. So at 36 weeks, I had that because of that extreme pressure I was feeling. I had that nesting mode kicked in like full force, like serious full force. I was getting everything together, getting the ones I've not bought them, the ones I've not, like, a bunch of things, a lot of things. And then at 37 weeks, I even at this point you should have watched the unboxing and the part and the hospital bag part of my pregnancy. I filmed those few days to delivery. And the crazy thing is, I was like, maybe I should film it next week. Like, I wanted to push it up to film it the next week, which was the week I was going to be 38 weeks. But thank God I did not, because it would have like fallen off schedule. So um when I turned 37 weeks, when the pregnancy turned 37 weeks, like, the pressure became very serious. If you see me, the waddling was not here. It was not here. And then apart from the waddling, like, the pain, the everything just happening. The Braxton Hicks that we're not getting serious. So I had to go to market. Like, my mom is at the time was at my sister's house. She was doing Omugo. She was not due for coming back. Nobody would go to the market for me. My sister is not around. Like, oh my god. So I had to do this. I had to go to market myself. My husband was like, he does not want me to go to the market. He was too busy, so he can't even help with that. He doesn't want me to go to market, so that with this whole thing I'm feeling, make I not go for market, go bump the kid for market. He was really skeptical about that, because with the way I was feeling, it was even possible to deliver in the market. So he did not want that case where I now start having serious contractions and I'm in the market, and then there's no immediate person to help me. So he insisted I will not go to the market. That if there's anything, we'll just wing it. But me now, I just like, when it comes to buying things for cooking, I like to buy them myself. I prefer to buy them myself. So I really pushed to go to the market. So I had to call my sister on Friday night. I told her, please try to come back Saturday morning. That is best. I called her and told her to try to come back Saturday morning, even if that she should help me. So I will go to market. Two of us will go to market, and in case anything happens in the market, that she's there. So first thing in the morning on Saturday, she came back. I thank God that I have a very great support system. I have a very great support system. So I'm grateful to God for that. My husband, my parents, my siblings, everybody just helps in the way that they can. So if you have people that are helping you in the way that they can, please do once in a while appreciate them. Don't do it in your heart. Physically appreciate them, because it is not easy. Some people have their loved ones around them, but they are not helping them, or they're not able to help them. So if somebody is able to help you, please appreciate it. So I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to my husband, my parents, my dad, my mom, my siblings, Caleb, Joshua, Bess, Rejoice, Wonderful, and to my kids for being themselves. Even it's not for anything, the joy they bring. Anyway, so that Saturday I went. I and Best went to the market to buy the things, and the truth is, while I was in that market, I was having contractions. But I had to brave it, because I mean, can cannot me carry myself go market. So I I was having contractions, but I had to go through the whole thing and the crazy thing. So I learned that dates and the raspberry leaf tea used to help with softening the cervix in preparation for birth. So practically what it does is that it helps to shorten the time of labor, according to the researches that I've read through. So inside market, I say, "Shey babe, this baby you wanna come out, let me help you come out. Let me buy dates." I bought plenty dates so that every day I'll be eating plenty of it. So that the baby will not come out. I was doing it. I was tired of feeling the whole Braxton Hicks. So at that point, I thought it was just the normal Braxton Hicks, but I was just getting more intense. And then we went home. I pushed through. I told myself I would finish everything I've set out to do today. So I prepared food. I prepared dinner that night. I was supposed to do. I was supposed to cook ofaku for the next day, because the way I would normally prepare for Sundays, I'll cook the stew in the night, or whatever it is, stew, sauce, soup in the night, so that in the morning before going to church, I'll just have to like parboil rice and like everything, so to be able to make it to church on time. So I'd already started the process of cooking the ofaku. But I was just too exhausted. I was just too tired from arranging the things from the market to making dinner to already prepping the things for the ofaku. But I was too tired. I was like, you know what? I will just wake up very early in the morning and do it so that we're able to make it to on time. That night, I could not. I wanted to rest, but I was not resting well because I was feeling the contractions coming. I told my husband, he came back late that night. But when at this point he was already back. I told him, are you sure I've not called doctor? Because when I'm feeling this thing, I don't know. Personally, I did not want to go to the hospital on time like I did for the first two pregnancies. I said I'm not going to go to the hospital on time this time around. I will stay in the house, labor as much as possible, so that when I get to the hospital, it's just deliver and go. But plans change. Anyway, so at a point I was not now. I noticed that was when it came to my mind that the baby has not really been moving. The baby's movement has been weak, unlike before. So I called the doctor. The doctor was like, okay, if the contractions get stronger, I should come to the hospital first thing in the morning. But if they don't, I should just like relax. That it will probably just pass. It's probably Braxton Hicks, because I explained to him. So as he's my doctor, he already knew the whole Braxton Hicks issue. So he was like, it's probably it. Anyway, so we continued through the night, and then I didn't really sleep. I did not really sleep because contractions were constantly waking me up in the night. They were not that very intense, towards the end labor thing, but contraction thing, contraction, how it can be. So it would, if I would sleep, it would wake me up. I would sleep, it would wake me up. But then around, I think, 5 o'clock, which I would normally wake up by 4:30, by 4 o'clock actually, and then I woke up by 4. But I was not really getting myself. I wanted to go start preparing for church, but I was like, let me relax a little. But I noticed that I was not now feeling the baby's movement, even with the whole waking up, sleeping. I was not really feeling the baby's movement. And see, that baby's movement thing is something I am very big on. Everybody that knows me, everyone is just tired of me when it comes to that. But I'm very big on the baby's movement. I study the movement of my babies, the timing, the everything. Even down to hiccups in the womb. That's how serious I can be with tracking my baby's movements. So I was not really feeling I haven't felt the baby's movement for a while. So I was really worried. I told my husband, you know what, I beg, let's go to the hospital. Let it be that everything is okay. We can come back and prepare for church and start going. So we just brushed our teeth that morning and left the house. And when we got to the hospital, I was checked, because at this point now I haven't been checked to know if I was dilated or anything. So at this stage, going to antenatal and all, I hadn't been checked for dilation. Thank God, because I hate that thing. Anyways, okay, so I was supposed to go for antenatal at 38 weeks. I went for 36 weeks, and the doctor was like, everything is okay with me. If there's anything abnormal that happens, like, as usual, you should call. But I should not bother coming for the 37 weeks because at this point you're going every week from 36 weeks. So it was like I should not bother coming for the 37 weeks, that everything is fine. And with my previous pregnancies, everything, So it was like, don't bother with the 37 weeks. So when he now said I was coming for 38 weeks, I was like, are you even sure I will not give birth by then? He was like, okay, now let's see. I was like, okay, now let's see too. Okay, so this was the same doctor I was in communication with. So we went to the hospital that morning, and I was checked for dilation, and I had dilated up to 4 cm. I had dilated up to 4 cm. So they were not letting me go. I would stay. They asked me for my bag. Me, 36 weeks, my bag is one day inside car already. So like I'm going around with my hospital bag in my car. So yes, I had my hospital bag in my car. So there was no point sending my husband back home to go and get the bag. I don't like that. So we stayed back at the hospital. At the point I was not telling my mom when they were preparing to when they were preparing me for the labor process. I told my husband, are you sure I will not go back, finish the cooking, and probably we'll go to church and then we'll come back. He said, okay, if these people let you go, we'll go. But since they not let me go, we stayed back. So I called, my dad was already preparing to go to church. I called him, my father. Anybody who knows my father knows that anything that has to do with what is it called? Any one of his children, my father will go all out. All out. So, so I called him that morning that see, we're in the hospital, and then we had to drop the children with them, had to get a lot of things. So my dad cancelled going to church. He cancelled going to church that morning because somebody had to stay with the kids. My sister had to stay with me. Other plenty talk. So well, as I was laboring, all this backstory to the main event, because the main event is now speaking to. So I called my friend. I told her I was in the hospital. So she was like, okay, she'll do what she needs to do faster. She'll be able to come and meet me. When I say I have support system, see, Mama, can shout out to you because I cannot call everybody and not call you because you did more than I expected. You did more than a friend. When you have people around you, and you have people around you, be grateful to God. So I'm grateful to God for all these people I've mentioned and for you too, Mamaka. So yeah, what was I even saying at this point? That called her, she was like, she will finish everything she's doing and she'll come and meet me at the hospital. At this point, it's my husband, my sister, I had with my children, and my friend at the hospital. It's allowed in my hospital. Some hospitals will be like one person, but it's allowed in my hospital. So the labor was going on. I was gisting when my friend came. At the point where she came, I was gisting with my friend. Doctor will come by. He will come and check me. He'll be like, "Madam, this is never serious. You are gisting in a bankata, eh? No problem." He will go. I know, like two doctors that were the one that I met, and the one that later took over from him. So the person will be like, yeah, gisting. When the other one we resume, well, if it's the same time, like people discuss it. So we're gisting this from morning, and then after about 2 hours, I was checked again and dilated up to 6 cm. This is where it now starts. So everything is going normal, normal, normal. After a while, they checked me again. After like 2 hours again, they checked me. I cannot remember at this point. They checked me again, 6 cm. At this point, I'm like, wait, I came here, I was 4 cm. If we check after 2 hours, it's 6 cm. How is it that after 2 hours again, it's 6 cm? I'm not understanding. Because, I want everything to speed through. At this point, the contractions, I can talk through it, I can gist through it, laugh through it. I was already playing had my labor playlist playing already. So they were like, I know that it can be like that, but sometimes it can be dramatic. So as it was going towards the evening, I was checked again, 6 cm. I was frustrated. After a while, they were like, okay, because the doctor, I know that in the afternoon, the doctor was like, your labor is not progressing as we expect that it should. So we need to augment the contractions. I told him no, let me contract normally, let me just contract naturally. But towards the evening, me, I was frustrated. Why are we not moving on? Why are we not moving along? So I was like, you know what? Okay. You know what? Whatever you need to do to augment this contraction, come and do it, please, because I need to do this and get over with it. Okay, so when they did what they needed to do, my brothers and sisters, what our mothers then used to call it is hot drip, because it's gonna come in hot. So when the doctor wanted to put the when he wanted to augment the contraction, I told him, do you want me to lose my home training? Because I know that it can make you go mad when they induce you. So I was like, do you want me to lose my home training? At the point I was like, okay, let me quickly lose the home training. So I just tried to come out fast because I don't get it. Okay, so as we are moving on and along, after they had induced me, contractions now hit. Contractions, when I say hit, the contractions now became serious. But because I was determined, during my first, I was shouting like a mad person. During my second one, the thing was not really serious. The contractions only happened for like serious contractions only happened for like 1 hour 30 minutes. But that 1 hour 30 minutes were charged. Oh, okay, the 30 minutes of it were charged. Okay, charged shouting. But this one I said I'm not going to shout. I'm going to be doing the breathing, breathe out, doing the everything just so I don't, let loose what is inside. But I was breathing through it, praying through it, but it got to a point where even the breathing is no longer working. I'll groan. I will like a lot. I will groan. My father will be like, "You don't wound yourself." I'll be like, sometimes I look at him like, no, like sometimes you know what you have in your heart to say, you don't want to say it because you can. I cannot disrespect you even though I'm in pain. My mother will come dissenting my friend, but my friend, as she's a woman and she understands, so she be like, don't worry. She just, they are taking turns to rub my back because it also helps with the whole contraction thing. So I was checked after a while and I was dilated 7 cm. So we have moved up 1 cm. I was like, okay. But now the contractions now became intense. But because I wanted the contractions to move along faster, I was told to lie down. I was like, please, I want to be going up and down. Meanwhile, I forgot to mention, because when I got to the hospital, the amniotic fluid, my water was ruptured basically. But as I was going up and down the staircase during the early times of the labor, I remember that as I wanted to rest a little bit, I felt a serious gush. I was like, wait, the water has been ruptured, so I'm not supposed to have this gush now. Like they have removed the water, but I had a serious gush, like the gush was plenty. And I had that gush 2 times. The first time was after climbing the staircase up and down for a while. Second time as I was lying down towards the afternoon. So Sha, I figured I had a lot of amniotic fluid with this one. I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, so this time around, as the labor was now continuing on, Jesus, even the English I'm speaking now, I don't even understand. Anyway, so I'll insert a video here of me, of when the contractions were now serious, like is now getting unbearable. That I was I now told my friend, let's just walk around, let's go up and down the staircase. They said I should lie down, but I'm not. I just feel like I need to walk, and my friend was now also encouraging me to walk. So we were doing the whole walking thing. So I'll insert a video here of the walking. And then as we were doing the work, and at some point the nurse was like, okay, I think it's time that you lie down, rest, because very soon your baby is going to come. So I lay down. Now the shouting phase have come. Now I'm not thinking of home training. I've lost it. We have lost the home training. We have lost the whole prim and proper. There's no prim and proper at this point. My father has a video of me shouting. I don't think I want to insert it. I may insert it. I may not. Because if you want to see me lose control. Okay, so at that point, I had already lost control. Everybody's telling me to calm down. And like, I'm not listening to anybody telling me to calm down, because calm down for where? Now. towards, I think, around to 5, no, around after 5 or to 6, around there about. I cannot remember the timing now because I'm not checking time. I started, but this was late evening, almost towards the night. I started shouting. I can feel my baby's, like, I could feel the baby's head trying to come out. So I told the nurse, even as I'm talking, it's like I'm shaking my leg. I'm shaking my leg because even during the contractions, towards when the baby was going to come out, I was shaking. I was asking my dad, I was asking my friend, I was asking everybody that was around me, why am I shaking? Why am I shaking? Like the shaking was not normal. I've not been with my two uh, deliveries. I've not had that shaking fit before. So with now that I'm shaking, I'm not understanding. I was asking everybody, why am I shaking? After a while, and after I feeling the head of the baby, I was shouting. I can feel the baby's head. They rushed, called the nurse. The nurse rushed and checked and was like, Madam, you've not reached 10 cm. I said, what? You and who? The baby is coming out. You're telling me you've not reached 10 cm. How am I even going to stand up from here? So, how I moved from the labor station to the delivery station. Okay, I think with Chinaza, I could not tell how I moved, but this one at least I knew that I was moving, but I had a lot of help with the movement because this at this point I felt like if I try to move like normal, this baby is going to drop on the floor. So when it was time to deliver, the nurse was like, calm down, this baby is not coming." I said, this baby is here, I can feel the head. So I was now shouting, "I'm not pushing, no, the baby is pushing." I know, see, if you don't know me, but I can be very dramatic when it comes to delivery. The nurses in that hospital, they know me to be a drama queen when it comes to my delivery, especially that time it's time to push. I can be a drama queen. So the nurse was like, "Don't push." So at this point, the doctor had come in. They were saying, "Don't push. Let's do this. Don't push. Let's for contraction." And at this point, I was not telling the nurse, "I'm not pushing. The baby is pushing. I'm not pushing." At least I remember this clearly. It was like I was announcing to the nurse that, you see, it's not me that is pushing this thing, no, it's the baby that is trying to come out. I was like, plenty things. At the end of the day, this baby came out. When you know that relief, like if they pour you cold water, that relief that comes after the baby comes out. Ah, after this baby came out, because I didn't push a lot with this baby. Why am I even closing my eyes too much in this one? I don't know. I didn't push a lot with this baby. I think it was just like 3 intentional pushes. I don't even think it was up to that. I think it was 2 intentional pushes, and the baby was out. And all glory to God, baby was sound and safe. Me, sound and safe. They asked me, "Madam, what is the standard? What did you born?" Because that is what they will normally do in my hospital, especially if you deliver vaginally. Once your baby come out, they will ask you, the mother, what is the sex of your baby, so that you will say by yourself. Even so, one, I think this is a way for them to know that you are conscious, and this is also a way for a way of caution for them, so that you yourself, with this whole story of, I gave birth to a boy, they gave me a girl. I gave birth to a girl, they gave me a boy. So they will avoid such talk. So, madam, what did you born? Waiting you born. You now say, okay, it's a boy, or it's a girl, you understand? So after this, they do the whole, cleaning and stuff, because I gave birth to this baby. And crazy enough, I gave birth to this baby few days after Chison's birthday, because Chison's birthday was on Thursday. I gave birth to the baby on Sunday, because it was that Sunday night that I gave birth. And people would always tell me, because after delivery, I'll start making my calls. All the missed calls I had during that intense period of labor, I'll start calling them back. So some people ask me, "How are you making calls? I'm not giving them." I'm like, "I'm relieved now." In makeup, we answer is like, shy is, for everybody is different. For some people, don't talk to me until tomorrow. Some people until after 1 week. But for me, like, I go back to socializing once we are done with everything. I can now sleep in the night when the night comes, you get. And then I remember when I finished, when I after the baby came out, when they were doing the cleaning and all that, I asked the nurse, "Do I have a tear?" because I should have posted a video of what I went through with Chisum as my first baby, so the first delivery. So I asked the nurse, do I have a tear? She said the tear is small. I told her, madam, leave it, don't touch it, don't try to sew it back up, because I've realized that my body will heal the tear on its own, because after going through that with my first two babies, I don't want to go through the episiotomy thing breaking down. I told her, leave it. And she was like, you have not seen me. I was not the one that did it for you the other times. So I told her, madam, even the chief has done it. So it's not a matter of, different people have done it, different materials, different methods of saying. So it's not a matter of, it's not you. It's not, it's like a case of, it's not you, it's me. So like, it's not you, it's not you people. It's my body. My body does not want it. So let us leave the body to do its thing, to heal on its own. And that's it. So after I told her to leave it, she was still worried, but I told her, mother, don't worry, leave it. Since the tear is not serious, leave it. I remember after I was moved to my room, when the doctor came to see me, the doctor that I met in the morning, when he came to see me, because he resumed in the night. So he came to see me and he was like, how far? I explained everything to him. He asked me, do you have tear? I told him yes. But I told him, but it was not, they did not like cover it up. He said, why? I told him I was one that requested for it to be like that. He was like, that's because he was not serious. Because if it were to be a serious tear, that they would not even mind, they would sew it up, because he needs that assistance. I told him, well, it's not serious according to them, so let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Oh, it is well. So that is my labor and delivery story. What was labor and delivery for you? Like, if you have gone through labor and delivery multiple times, what was it like for you? Was it extremely painful? Was it just there? Well, I know that some people don't really feel that pain. Was it traumatic? Was it not? Like, what was labor and delivery like for you? Leave it in the comment section below. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you've not subscribed, and share this video to every mother and every pregnant woman that needs to say it, because they need say, if me, I used to say it, if me can born, you can born. If I can go through labor, you can go through labor, because I have a very low pain threshold. So if I can go through it, you said can go through it. I'm telling you, no fear, don't fear it. It's painful, but you are stronger. So that's it for today. I'm going to be seeing you guys in my other videos. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications when I post my other videos. Bye.